Okay, I think everything's sorted out now, hopefully. Let me just double check. Alright. So we got Rudj versus Eternum, two of the highest ranked players in this tournament. This is winner's bracket, so makes sense that they've been kind of breezing through these early pools. So it should be a pretty interesting match. We'll see if either of them are prepared for the maps or if they're sight reading. Could be either one. So the bans are going to be Nomad 2 and 5 out from Rudj. Nomad 4 and DT 3 from Eternum. Okay. And then we're going to start out with a Hard Rock 1 pick from Fudge, or Rudj. Rudj did have the only FC on Hard Rock 1 last week, I believe. So, should be a pretty solid pick, but obviously Eternum not going to have much issue on a Hard Rock 1 of this difficulty. We'll just see if anyone has an unlucky break or anything like that. Rudj actually struggling with the intro act. The BVM is a little bit different on it, so before they can get into the normal part of the map, it might be caught off guard a little bit by that. But Eternum, no such problem. Going to be holding what was a SS, but is actually going to under aim and slider break. So despite the accuracy advantage, Rudj is going to pull ahead here. With the extra, roughly 200 combo. But it's actually going to slider break right as we get into the first ki. Miss aims on the slider head. There's no slider ticks on these sliders, so it's more of just a miss aim. So that's going to give the lead right back over to Eternum, who actually slider breaks right after that. So a bit of a double reset, but Fudge going to come out with an extra 100 combo. And is going to take that lead, but very close here. It's not going to get out of hand anytime soon. Alright, let's get into the next hard section here. After a bit of that free combo, Eternum's gonna break as soon as we get into these back and forth jumps. Fudge's gonna be holding on. Oh! I'm not even sure how he must have misaimed on the slider head and then didn't hit the slider end in order to get a miss on that. Unfortunate. But still 50k ahead. Might be able to hold this lead, or hold it at bay at least, since Eternum's gonna be catching up here with about 100 combo lead again. But Rudj has recovered the accuracy pretty comfortably, sitting at 98, so that score lead is not really budging at all. Oh, and Eternum. Oh, but it's a double break actually on this last hard section, which is definitely going to give the advantage back to Rudj here. I don't believe that there's another hard section with those back and forth jumps. So I think he's gonna go over to Fudge and he's gonna take his first pick. Yep, there it is. Pretty close one. A lot of back and forth breaks there, and back and forth jumps, I guess. But Fudge gonna take his first pick, starting out maybe a little bit shaky on some of those misses, but still, taking your first pick is always really good. Get your confidence going. Turnham's gonna go for DT2. A little bit more of that DT consistency with some finger control, some flow aim patterns, some aim patterns. Some tricky snaps as well, we'll see. I mean, both these players very very experienced with the double time mod, so I think they'll be just fine. Alright, both players holding their FCs as we enter this first KI. Oh. Turnham's gonna be the first one to drop. A couple breaks there. A few breaks. Rudge gonna make it out with his FC intact. So this is going to be a pretty big lead for Rudge as they enter this difficult section. Yeah, okay. Rudge is going to break. Turnham holding on. If he can hold on to the end of this... Oh, but the Buzz Slider actually catches him off guard there. That was definitely his one chance in this map to come back. This doesn't look like he can make back another 150k. Deficit in the last third of the map. I think both players missed that snap. Maybe a misread. It's a little bit tricky. So yep, that's gonna be the first break point of the match. Rudge gonna go up 2-0 here. Eterna might be sight reading, just judging from the chat. Also, I guess his performance on that map, it seemed like he wasn't really prepared for some of those patterns. It's gonna be Nomad 6 next. So our low AR aim / reading pick. Gonna get straight into it here. There are definitely some sight read unfriendly patterns in this map, but not too many of those. Most of it's just going to be an awkward aim map. Eternum does break though. Another breakout of Eternum here. But Rudge looking very prepared for this map. So we're going to be pulling ahead here. But does find a break. So there is a chance here for Eternum to bring this back if he can just hold on for quite a while, make up this 50k score lead here. Doesn't get tripped up by that stack, and Fudge does. So that's going to be another advantage. Gets the burst, and is going to take the lead back here in the first half of the map. Makes it through to the slow section. Which is very short. We're gonna get right back into the ending here. But building up the lead here is Eternum, about 70k up and rising. The ending is pretty tricky, so we'll see if either of these players are gonna break. There might be enough time for Fudge with Eternum's break right there. There might be enough time. I don't know though. Nah, not anymore. Fudge breaks. It's gonna be a break point for Eternum. Even with these few extra breaks near the end of the map, it's not gonna matter. Eternum manages to breakpoint Rudge on Nomad 6. A little bit unexpected. It looked like Rudge was really well prepared for that map at the beginning, but Eternum just started comboing everything. Hitting all of those awkward aim patterns and some of those overlap stacks that kind of go back on themselves. Very impressive. All right. So we're gonna go back to Eternum's pick here. Alright, I don't know what's going on in that lobby, but we're gonna move on with Eternum's Hard Rock 4 pick. This is gonna be a stream map, Split X. Very simple flow space streams. Not really streams, more like bursts. Nothing's really long in this map. Alright, Eternum just said he didn't play this map, So we're expecting to see him get slow slidered near the end of the map. It's like 3/4 of the way in or something. So if he loses to that, that's gonna be really unfortunate. It's the same slow slider as in Top Diff. I don't know if he's played that though. Alright, but let's get into it. Let's see whose flowing is ready for this map. This being one of the most simple, straightforward maps in the pool, expecting to see not that much trouble on either side. Maybe an accidental misaim on one of these flow patterns, and there's one. Let me turn him. So really gonna need to recover this combo and hold it as long as possible, especially through that slow slider, because you'll probably need it. Provided that Rudge doesn't break too early, but we'll see how long he takes this FC. Looking very confident on it so far. Get to this next flow section. A break here would be absolutely deadly. Into these zigzags. Respecting a turnum for not choosing them, but you know, you're on an FC. I don't blame you. Oh, but he turn breaks. Really unlucky. That might just seal it. I mean, Rudge is already at 800k. Oh, and nobody gets slow slider, but that was a close save. But I mean, Rudge's score is too high at this point, and the tournament has no more combo left. This is gonna go over to the side of Rudge with another breakpoint. That's actually 3 breakpoints in a row. And it looks like Rudge is going to be closing out an FC here. Very impressive. This is one of the easier maps in the pool, or one of the more straightforward maps. And actually, Rudge hits a giant chain miss on the last stream. It's pretty unfortunate. Looked like he misaimed on the very first note and then just died on the rest of it. So a very stream moment there, but still hits over 1 million score. Just a couple unlucky breaks out of Eternum. That's definitely a map that he would FC with no problem, had he looked at it before, I think. And Rudge is going to go with No Mod 1. These are low BPM, aim, awkward aim, large aim. Nothing too complicated about this map, just don't miss on some of these big jumps. It is a pretty short map. The drain time is a lot shorter than what the actual song length is, because there's a big skippable section here at the beginning. So this map is only a couple minutes. So any misses could be pretty decisive here. Oh, Rudge with the first break. Eternum trades it right back though. Rudge with the second break, untraded. Now it's traded. So actually, misses here are not going to be as decisive as I thought, since they're breaking pretty much the same times. But yeah, very short map. We're already at the halfway point here with this low section. Scores are very close, very slightly in Rudge's favor. He has about a 30 combo lead or something. Oh. Eternum, I'm not sure where he just broke, but I don't think you were supposed to break there. As we get into this hard section, both players hit that big diamond, which is very bad for Eternum. Without a break from Rudge right now on this next pattern, it is going to be over. And he holds. The lead has grown to 100k. I think we're running out of time here. Ah, and Eternum breaks. Yeah, it's gonna be another point for Rudge. Be a 618k. Pretty impressive. This map is not easy to FC. So that's gonna be going back to Eternum's pick here. You're really gonna need to pull out a win on this next point. It's gonna be on No Mod 3, so we'll see how you can do on that. Because yeah, if Rudge takes this next one, it's gonna be a match point. It's gonna be hard to come back from at that point. He's already given up a couple of breakpoints, though he did take one himself. But definitely down. Even if he wins this, he's going to be down by one breakpoint. So really needs to take this one in order to have a chance in this match. Alright, Bad Apple. So this is a pretty control-focused alt map. There's some diff spikes in the Ki. First one's going to be about a minute away, so we'll get warmed up with these little control patterns, and Eternum's going to find a very early break, which is not going to be too impactful here. It's going to be a lot more decided on. Oh, Eternum gets another couple early breaks, which are going to be a little bit more impactful, as Fudge is going to have about a 200 combo lead. But it's gonna come. A lot of it's gonna come down to if Fudge can hold through this Ki. There's gonna be some cut doubles coming up pretty soon that are pretty tricky. We've seen a lot of people break on those. So whoever can hold through these is going to have a large advantage. Here we go. Eternum's first one to fall. And Rudge makes it through. Gets to the funny sliders. Let's see if anyone gets tripped up by any of these. Doesn't look like it. It's only really that first one that goes back on itself that is tricky. I would expect to see a sight reader break on that perhaps, but they look fine. In any case, Fudge is going to be really far ahead here with this FC, already at 800 combo, over 99 AC, having pretty much no difficulty so far. Even if he does break on the next spike, it might be over by then. Oh, Eternum breaks on that square actually. Really unlucky. Alright, and here we go. Here comes the hardest part of the map. Fudge breaks immediately before the hard part. I mean, this part is pretty hard, so I'll give you that. But it's this next pattern that is just absolutely deadly. Both players breaking. And with over 700k, Fudge is going to bring this to match point. Looking pretty shaky, actually. Yeah, he's shaking a lot. But, I mean, it's well deserved. This is a great score. Comboed all the way until the last ki. Not too much Eternum could have done against that, unless he had practiced the map before and knew what was coming in those spikes. But very impressive, 729k score from Rudge. Going to be at match point here. And gonna try to close it out on JT1 on his own pick. This is our speed aim or aim slop DT1. This is about 320 BPM, some snap jumps, some larger jump patterns, not larger as in spacing, like longer I guess. Nothing that's like intensely like there's no like 8-note long jumps I think. GL HF come out. And Eternum fighting to stay in this match and in the winner's bracket. Going to be sight reading this one, as is become normal for this match. Both players make it through the first ki, no problems. Very slight accuracy advantage for Rudge. And with the combos as they are, the next miss is probably going to decide this. Unless they trade out, or FC. Both of them hit that wide ankle jump. Entering the last third of the map. There's a couple of tricky jump sections left, or jump patterns at least. But both players looking very comfortable on this. I almost missed that actually. It was a very slight under aim. A little bit more would have actually missed, I think. Alright, here comes the ending. Oh, and they both hit that. Okay, wait. Is this gonna come into attack actually? Oh, Eternum breaks right before the ending! No, oh, that's so unlucky. He was behind on AC a little bit, so it would have taken a little bit more mistakes from Rudge to take that, but very, very close map there. And GG to Rudge for moving on into the winner's side of the quarterfinals. Eterno will be dropping down to the loser's bracket. So making that loser's bracket run for anyone just that much harder now that you have Eternum down there. But congratulations to Rudge for winning the match, and thanks for watching, and we'll catch you with some more matches later today.